me their charts with like Bollinger Bands and EMAs, and I'm like, whoa, like maybe I should switch over to this. But so I don't think I should really try and force them to trade the way that I trade. But I think if they can find a strategy that makes sense to them and at least gives them a reasoning for why the market is going to move in a certain direction, and then just rinse and repeat over and over and over again. Because I think about the way that I trade, and I'm sure you're probably the same way too. Sometimes you'll go against your strategy just based off of like intuition or market experience. Like, yeah, I'm not trading in the direction that I like mechanically should have today, because I've seen something that I've seen repeatedly happen before that's leading me to make a different decision. So I think that's like the biggest issue with a lot of beginner traders, and they'll always get on me in comments and be like, you didn't trade with your strategy today. And it's like, well, listen, bro, like I've been in this shit for years now. So there's something that I saw that caused me to trade a little bit differently. They'll watch one strategy video and be like, okay, do this, do this, do this, and then execute. And that's great to start, to get into the flow of things. But then you have to like be adaptable to the market. Like you kind of want to be in a flow state with the market.
Yes.
Like, I don't know, when the candlesticks are printing, I'm just like, just moving with the market. And it's,
I know exactly what you mean. And I want to ask this question because it's important. Bringing in intuition or your market experience with the years that you have, I can completely see where that comes from. And at times I will do the same, because at the end of the day, if we were just purely mechanical, then just build a bot out of it. Or, you know,
yeah,
you
right.
don't need
and
to be here.
those don't work,
the human touch. Exactly. And it doesn't really yield good results. So the human element is important. However, a beginner trader thinking after 10 trades, they took a couple bad trades, but they ended up making profit. So these bad trades led to a good outcome. So then they think, let me just keep doing that. And they maybe use this intuition word a bit too early. How do you decide when it's sensible to allow a bit of judgment, a little bit of experience versus no, stick to the plan because I'm still new?
I think that's just like you're gonna have to fall on your face over and over again until you can figure it out. What's that graph? It's like the Dunning-Kruger effect, right?
The valley of despair.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
You come up and you're like, because I remember when I first started trading, like my first month, like I was cooking and I was like, man, this is awesome. Like I can't wait to make all this money. And then it's just boom, down, 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 down. And then valley of despair. And you're like, wow, trading doesn't work at all. This shit sucks. And then you slowly start to figure it out. So I think everyone is just naturally going to be riding off euphoria and riding off those waves. Because I try and tell people, like, look, bro, this is just like any other skill. Like, I hate when people say, like, oh, well, day trading doesn't work. Bro, I know literal billionaires and multimillionaires that are kicking it with me at the beach that are talking about the trades that they took. Trust me, if they're doing that shit, anybody can do that shit. Yeah, maybe the percentages are a little bit lower and not super favorable, but that's with like literally any high barrier of entry skill set. Like, obviously it's going to take time. Obviously it's going to be difficult. And obviously not a lot of people can do it. But there is a chance, and you just have to understand that that's across a long ass timeline, not a month. You're not going to get super fucking good at something within just a span of a month. It's like saying like, oh, Tyler, go learn how to play some crazy piano piece within a month. I can't do that shit. I'm not a professional, but maybe give me 3 years and I'll be typing away.
I want to touch on this point you mentioned of your network that you have in PR or in just general that are not the influencer traders or not the younger traders, but, these established older people that have been in the markets. And when I come across these people too, it's as you said, they're doing all the things that we don't do. Like they're using the typical trend lines and the support and resistance, and we see that as liquidity, I guess. Yeah. There's a guy that is in Dubai. He's a friend of mine's family. He lives on the Bulgari island, so he has one of the most expensive villas in Dubai. And he now he's retired, he sold his business and so forth, and now he's just taken a passion for trading. And he's been doing it for about 7-8 years. And for 7-8 years, he's beaten the market. So I was very curious, like, how are you doing it? What is your strategy? Bear in mind, he's in his 60s. So he's not got a clue about ICT or the internet, nothing like that. So his approach has been, he's very, what do you call it, star sign, horoscope, that kind of vibe. Yeah. So he basically, through, what's it called, astrology? Through astrology,
retrograde,
this stuff, and there's also another guy, Julian in
yes, I love Julian. Yeah,
who's also in this vibe of just higher powers, let's say. And the gentleman I was speaking about specifically, he would have 6 gurus, let's say, that are from the Hindu religion, I guess. He would ask them for their wisdom, and if there was an alignment,